Learning how to obtain fabrics for slow stitching, fiber art, other crafting endeavors where you need fabric, but you don't want to pay a lot of money. Thrifting is how I do that. Thrift stores have all kinds of fabric. And in my area, I have a favorite thrift store, which always has a $1 rack, a $2 rack, a $3 rack, and then others are as marked. I find all I need on those racks. I go about once a month and I pick up new items. That way I get a variety of fabrics, textures, colors, weights, everything I need. The other thing I look for, not necessarily on the markdown racks, but on the inside where the other pieces are, is dresses that have lots of sequins, lace, pearls, beads of all kinds, laces and knitted, crocheted items, things like that that are all wonderful accessorizing pieces to all of our art pieces that we're doing. So we want to think about that because you can make a haul there that is, well, for $10 you can come home with a wonderful selection of clothes. This was one I just picked up. You can see that they're all blouses. They are in coordinated colors, and the blouse with the flower motif here has all kinds of beautiful flowers that I can cut out and put on something, and then I can embroider over that if I wish, or I can leave it alone and embellish it in some other way. These other fabrics coordinate and give me something to play with too. So, and these all came off the dollar rack, so I've got $3 invested in this coordinated grouping. Now I'm going to show you some more coordinated grouping that I got, and so hang in there. This is a great example of a thrifting find. This is a little vest, and actually it's was brand new into the shop. The lady just hung it, and I thought I gotta have that. Look at this wonderful textured fabric here. Cute little pocket lapels that can be cut off and used. Nice buttons, even a lining that can be used. And so this is a perfect piece, and I started with that, and then I looked for two more things that I could coordinate with it. And in this case, I only found one at the shop, and it was a scarf. Isn't that a beautiful combination? Look at the grays that have, it's a gray with a brown cast to it, so it goes really well with this, and it has this peach look here to it. So the solids that are in here would definitely go, the creamy, the peachy creamy looks would go with this. And when I came home, I looked for something that I had already, and I had this scrap, which I liked really well with it too. And what a nice combination. I have texture, I have darker patterns, and I have lighter colors. What a nice combination to start with. 3 fabrics is all I need to start in most cases any project that I want to do. Now, I'm not saying I stay with just the 3, but it gives me the foundation that I start with, and then I start building on that. So this is a very good idea of how to shop for inspiration and how to shop cheap. I think I paid $1.50 for this little vest here, and I only paid $1 for the scarf. So there's $2.50 in investment right here, and you can see how much fabric I've got. I'm going to be using a whole lot more than that. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Okay, here's our next one. This is a little shirt jacket. I love this collar. It's kind of a Mandarin style collar here. Look at these beautiful large covered buttons. It's several of those down. This is kind of a see-through fabric, as you can see, like that. Very pretty. Lots of it. We have this through here, and if that was cut and incorporated just like it is into a design, how pretty that would be. 3/4 sleeves. Like I said, lots of these buttons all the way down. Lots of fabric here to play with, okay? Then I found this on the dollar rack also. I always go to the dollar rack first at my favorite thrift store, and then I go to their $2 rack after that, and then I'll go inside and see if there's anything going on in there. And they put their scarves. Their scarves are normally $3, but they also will run those on sale for $1. And so I got this for $1, and I got this scarf for $1. Isn't that beautiful? And these scarves have so much fabric in them for $1. They're just beautiful. And they have these little fringy edges that are so easy to work with. Now again, I only found 2 of my coordinated items at the thrift store, so I came home and thought, what am I going to put with this? And I have this piece of textured fabric that's in the black and white, totally different look here. And I know that I could take these 3 pieces and make something really, really nice, coordinated wise with that. All kinds of different patterns, textures, designs, which lend interest to any piece of slow stitch or fiber art. Okay, so there's another grouping. Let's go on to the next. Here's our next selection. This is a blouse. It's beautiful brown, has a beautiful fabric. First of all, it has this, let's see if I can unbutton this nice crocheted trim here. Beautiful. This sheer, it's not real sheer, but it is kind of, you can see a little bit through there, see? And a beautiful little embroidery pattern all through it. Isn't that gorgeous fabric? And this is a 1X, so there's quite a bit of fabric in here. And the whole back is that beautiful fabric. And it has long flowing crinkled sleeves, so that's pretty too. This was on the $3 rack, so I paid $3 for that. I thought that was an excellent buy for this beautiful fabric. I also found a scarf for $1 that I loved. It's not the exact shade, but it will coordinate with that very well. It has little sparkly, I don't know if you can see that, but some little sparkly sequins in it. Here and there, it has fringy edges on there. So we have that. Now I did find a third piece at the shop, and it was this blouse. Isn't that pretty? What a nice piece that will be with that. Very coordinated, but very contrasty. Okay, all these work well together. Now I did come home and think, okay, do I have anything that I would like, just naturally jump out at me that I would like to put with that? And I have some of this beautiful fabric here. So look at all those put together. Isn't that a pretty combination? And this, by the way, also came from that thrift store, but I've had it for a while. I've used some of it. In fact, I watercolored some of these in a video that you might want to catch. Okay, and what a wonderful way to buy coordinated fabrics for different projects. And let's see, this is 3, 4, 5. I've got $5 invested, and I've got enough fabric here to make many projects. Okay, isn't that a wonderful way to shop for inspiration? So I wanted to show you how um, I incorporate some of these fabrics that I buy from the thrifting situation, and what they look like when I cut them up and use them in pieces. Now this one I'm actually working on right now. I have my needle and thread in there, and I'm doing the stitching on it. Now 3 of these are cotton, or actually 4 pieces are little cotton scraps from quilting. But the linen here, the solid brown linen and this pattern linen, these are from thrifted dresses. Okay, the little fringy thing here is from a thrifted scarf. This piece here and this textured pieces back in here are from thrifted scarves. These are just tiny pieces of scraps and scrappy threads on there. But you can see that the thrifted items on here work beautiful into whatever you want to incorporate them into. And don't forget to use your accessories to add texture, color, interest. You can't just go buy this fabric normally. You got to find it some other way, and thrifting is the wonderful way to do that. Most of the time, the fabric that is in clothing you will never find in a craft store or a fabric store. So if you limit yourself to craft stores or fabric stores, you are very limited, and you are also using the same thing everybody else is using. But if you'll thrift for your fabrics by buying clothing, you will find unique things, and everybody won't be using the same fabrics that you're using. Okay, so this is just going to be a little piece of artwork here as I finish it. While I'm here, I'll show you one I have finished. I showed the beginning of this in another video where I just put the background, just slow stitch the background pieces. And then now I have embellished it, and I've embellished it with a scarf with little bits of fringe on it. Okay, I have embellished it with some satiny fabric that was a lining to a skirt, in fact. And then the laces here, this one was given to me. And this little black and white fabric up here was also a scarf. Let's see what else. This blue fabric was cut off of a jacket. And so you can see that how much of the thrifting pieces went into this. Okay. So always remember that, and because it's a great tip and a hack as to how you can acquire a huge array of items to work with. A lot of people with starting slow stitching say, well, I don't have the fabric, and I don't have this, and I don't have that, but it's at your fingertips. In the US, if you have a thrift store, if you have something like a Goodwill or a charity store, if you have garage sales going on in your area, estate sales, this is where you want to shop, because you can buy tons and loads of things for little of nothing, and you will be working with unique items rather than what everybody else is working with. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope it's given you some practical tips and information that you might use. And I so appreciate you being here with me. And if you enjoy my videos, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much, and stay scrap happy. Just a little bonus here. I hope you're staying busy stitching. I know I am. And I'm creating different items that might be used as in gifts, but I want to share with you a channel. A very good friend of mine, Marsha at Markets of Sunshine, is having a really good video today that she's uploading, and the title of that is 5 Do-It-Yourself back to school gift ideas. Now, this is a perfect time for that. I know you don't want to miss those ideas. So I'm going to be linking that channel in a video card at the end of this video. So please check that out. You'll see it on the screen. That's 5 do-it-yourself back to school gift ideas by Marsha over at Markets of Sunshine. Okay, let's keep those needles moving. Bye-bye.